Day 4. Assembling light within. Biochemical or alchemical rebirth occurs by water and fire or spirit, as stated in the Bible and other sacred texts. It's a lunisolar Christ Mass affair. Water coincides with the moon's masses, cooling, filtering, forming and ever-renewing influence, and fire or spirit coincides with the sun's, Christ's, empowering continuous life force. In the body, water coincides with vital fluids, and fire or spirit pertains to nervous pulses, the electricity of life. To be reborn of water is to be cleansed of all impurities, physical, mental, emotional, and energetic. Thus, cleansing and detoxification of the body, mind, soul, and spirit is required to prime the body for receiving light. To be reborn of fire is to come into the realization of, or raise your vibration to, the consciousness of divine law, which consequently adjusts the solar aspect of every cell of your body via DNA alterations, epigenetics. Thus aligning your thoughts, feelings, and deeds with the higher self and recognizing your abundant essence is also required to prime the body for receiving light. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Philippians 4:8. The combination of water and fire rebirth essentially allows creative light to assemble within you, raises your vibration, and biohacks your entire temple, body, mind, soul, and spirit, which culminates in total personal renewal and transcendence, resurrection. On the darkest day, around the 21st of December, some locations in the far north experience as much as 19 hours of night. Before the developments of electricity, insulated housing, and lifelong foods, humans would have been forced to hibernate in a similar way to animals at this time of year, rationing all the supplies they'd managed to gather in the summer and autumn months. Humans would have naturally eaten less and been in a state of detoxification, rest and digest, and even autophagy, which is cell clearance and renewal, during the peak winter days. This natural or God-designed yearly fast would have caused people to be highly sensitive to the marvelous transformational rays that fill the atmosphere at this holy time of year, allowing them to assemble more light within and reap the benefits of doing so. By readopting these natural practices, we too can harness creative light toward rebirth and renewal. At this time of year, a new life, an augmented energy, sweeps with an irresistible force through the veins and arteries of all living beings, inspiring them, instilling new hope, new ambition, and new life, impelling them to new activities whereby they learn new lessons in the school of experience. Consciously or unconsciously to the beneficiaries, this outwelling energy invigorates everything that has life. Even the plant responds by an increased circulation of sap, which results in additional growth of the leaves, flowers, and fruits, whereby this class of life is at present expressing itself and evolving to a higher state of consciousness. As the hours of nightlight or moonlight lengthen, our vital fluids are affected in a similar way to the Earth's oceans and tides. This effect is mirrored in tree sap, which also increases in flow during winter. This is why Christmas pine trees last so well even after they've been chopped down. The wintry conditions cause sap levels to rise, which helps preserve the wood more effectively. The invigoration of tree sap in the trunks or spines of trees reflects the enhanced flow of blood and lymph, including CSF, in the human body at this time of year. Pine rods from Christmas trees were used as candles and torches due to their long burning resin, sap, or oil. As a fuel for the human body derived from solar light, CSF or Christ oil was seen as similar to pine oil or sap, and so the solar gland was dubbed the conarium and pineal after the word pine cone. The comparison between the pineal gland's function and the opening and closing of pine cones during the solstice is an esoteric metaphor. Pine cones open and close in response to environmental changes, particularly light and temperature, which can be linked to how the pineal gland responds to light, especially during periods of increased darkness, such as the winter solstice. In the absence of light, the pineal gland produces more melatonin, which is the basis for endogenous DMT secretions and the production of other biochemicals of enlightenment. Melatonin and its chemical upgrades foster deep rest, spiritual vision, meditation, healing, inner awareness, and other enlightening or supernatural effects such as astral traveling, which parallel the spiritual transformations that are often associated with winter solstice traditions. So even though it's a dark time of year, with the invigoration of CSF and the promotion of melatonin upgrades, we can celebrate the purification and renewal that's occurring both in nature and in our bodies. If you want to go deeper, these short daily videos are all inspired by the pages of the book Christmas Alchemy, Harnessing Cosmic Energy. Thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for part 5, the Christmas Easter mix-up. May divine light manifest itself in you all, always and in all ways. Merry Christmas and Namaste.